Hi everyone, it's Andrew. Today I want to talk about my disability history. It's going to take a while, so we're going to do this in two parts. Basically, because I'm 37, so it's going to take a while. So when I was born not breathing, so there were complications from that. When I was around 6 months, my mum noticed that when I was doing things with my hands, when I was doing something with one hand, the other hand was mirroring what the fingers and things were doing. When she asked for help, no one was interested. They said, "Oh, yeah, blah de blah de blah, whatever." At 18 months, I was walking, but I was very clumsy. I kept on sort of like tripping over things, but I guess that's what like 18-month-olds do. I don't know, because I don't really remember all those many years ago. At 2 years old, I was talking. Apparently, once I started talking, I wouldn't shut up, my mum says. At 3 years old, I loved exploring, but I was very oblivious to danger. There is a story about me when I was visiting a zoo and one of my uncles was looking after me, and I decided to climb into the bear enclosure, but luckily they caught me just before I got all the way in. At around 4 to 5 years old, sorry, I'm reading from an iPad because I can't remember all this stuff. At 4 to 5 years old, I was told that I had some developmental issues and may need to go to special school. But we were moving away from the area, or in the process of moving away from the area at the time, so we decided, or my parents decided, that we were going to speak to the schools and find out what they needed to do when we got settled in. So at 5 years old, when I was at the new school, I saw an educational psychologist who said that I wouldn't achieve much academically, which is very nice, but no diagnosis was given or a statement of educational need developed. So no help there. At 9 years old, when I was getting some help, but not a great deal, a specialist diagnosed me with sensory overlay, which would explain my hand coordination issues. That was fun. Whenever I had issues at school, I was given some help, but once things improved, the schools that I was at they took away the help, and then I was back to square one. I wasn't just doing much in class and kind of keeping myself to myself. When I was at primary school, I repeated a year, mainly they said because I was a summer baby. I was born in the summer, so it made sense. They felt that it could help me to repeat a year, get myself up to scratch with things. But what that entailed was I became a victim of bullying because people saw me as different, or because I was the new person in the year. They'd seen me in the year above, but I don't know. But So yeah, all through my school life, my parents always complained, saying, Andrew's really struggling at school. Can you help? Can you help him? And they did tests. People did tests with me and assessments. But they identified problems, but they didn't diagnose, as they didn't want to label me, which I think is a very, very poor excuse myself. But so without the diagnosis, they couldn't issue a statement to help me get the help that I needed. Because I was bullied at school, I didn't have a lot of friends. So I didn't really have much of a social life. I did clubs and groups, but I struggled with team events or activities because I was clumsy and slow, because my hands were doing wanting to copy each other. So with the bullying as well, if I ever made a complaint about bullying, or my parents made a complaint, it was always blamed on me, bringing it on myself, and nothing was done about the other people that bullied. That was all through my school life. But at the ripe old age of 18, I was finally diagnosed with dyslexia and dyspraxia. But a little too late. I'd done God knows how many years in school without any help. I got 5 GCSEs, it wasn't great. So that's the end of part 1. Part 2 will come shortly. Thank you very much.